all stories have beginnings. Ours is no different. Life on Earth began nearly 3.5 billion years ago, with the smallest of organisms in our oceans. With the right ingredients and enough time, life evolved and flourished. $200 million years ago, the first dinosaurs roamed our Earth. The land that they lived on would be unrecognizable to humans today. Pangaea was the home of our first dinosaurs, a supercontinent with dry mountainous regions, very little rain, and one ocean called Panthalassa. But beneath Pangaea, the Earth's superheated oceans of magma began to press and pull on Pangaea with incredible force. Catastrophic earthquakes shook the supercontinent. Large volcanic ranges that stretched for thousands of miles erupted from the earth. Deep rips tore through the land. Pangaea was beginning to break apart. Over time, water began to fill the deep voids in the earth. As Pangaea continued to break apart, these canyons of water grew and eventually formed our first seas. By the end of the Jurassic period, Pangaea was split in two. Laurasia in the north and Gondwanaland in the south. Life continued on both continents despite its separation. By the end of the Cretaceous period, the supercontinent of Pangaea no longer existed. Instead, large land masses slowly drifted apart from each other, which would someday become the continents that we know today. Take a slow, deep breath. The air you just took in is about 20% oxygen. While there is still debate on oxygen levels at the time of the dinosaurs, some evidence suggests the oxygen concentration levels could have been around 30%. Whether oxygen concentration levels were different than they are today, if they were higher, it would have come with disastrous consequences. Even a 2 to 3% jump in oxygen concentration can make damp materials and plants combustible. At a 30% oxygen concentration, the forest would burn quite easily and frequently. There would have been almost always a sizable wildfire. This would have sent an immense amount of smoke into the air, causing the blue skies that we know to appear bruised or yellow. Because of rising sea levels, volcanic activity, and smoke from constant wildfires, the atmosphere had high levels of carbon dioxide. This caused the climate to be generally warm with little difference in temperatures between the equators and the poles. With air more dense and potentially more rich in oxygen, Earth provided a home for creatures that simply could not exist today. Life on Earth began in the water. It took hundreds of millions of years from the creation of the first single-celled organisms for the first creatures to set foot on land. Our oceans became Earth's incubator, slowly bringing all the necessary ingredients together that would eventually lead to all life on Earth. This is the Atlantic Ocean. breakup of Pangaea created many new seas and oceans. Water filled deep trenches. Parched deserts became saturated. For the most part, wherever the water went, life flourished. In what would become North America, large seas cut through the interior of the continent. During the time of the dinosaurs, sea levels rose to great heights and fell to immense depths, at times nearly covering the entire state of Iowa, making our landscape look similar to that of today's Florida. In some cases, acidic rain would fall, killing most of the plants in that area. This lethal rain was caused by another force, one which had devastating consequences. Dinosaurs came into existence at the end of Earth's third mass extinction event. This event caused nearly 96% of all life on Earth to die. movement of the tectonic plates produced extensive volcanic activity around the plate boundaries. These volcanoes sent immense amounts of ash high into the atmosphere. When the ash would mix with rain clouds, this would cause highly acidic rain to fall. An increase of volcanic activity on land and in the oceans would have released large amounts of CO2. This caused average temperatures on Earth to climb. Life near a volcano would have been difficult, but not impossible. For both plants and animals, constant assaults of acidic rain, rivers of lava, and dark, shadowy skies would have created an aggressive fight for survival. The time of the dinosaurs was only one chapter in Earth's story. But the pages had to turn, and the story of the dinosaurs on Earth had to end. It is because their story ended that ours was allowed to begin.